Newsflash. It's not about you. It really isn't. More on that next on this week's Deweese Directive. Hey there, Bill Deweese from VoiceOverRevolution.com, voiceover talent, voiceover coach, with my weekly advice for voiceover talent who are looking to build their voiceover careers. And my advice for you this week is to remember, it's not about you. At least it's not all about you. And those of us who are more of the creative types, the performers, we tend to personalize a lot of things. And we have a tendency to make everything about us when in fact a great deal of it's not. Let me share a few examples, because my hope for you is that by understanding and having the right mindset when it comes to this, it'll make you better at what you do. It will free you up. It will free your mind up. It will give you less anxiety and allow you to do your job without putting so much incredible pressure on yourself. So first of all, keep this in mind, that it's not about you. It's ultimately about the client or the project and what they want. I call this a marketing mindset. Always look at it and understand it from the view of the client, because believe me, they don't think nearly as much about you as you may think that they do, but they think a lot about their business goals and objectives and the project at hand. Also, don't be a prima donna. It can be easy at a certain point in a career after you've accomplished X, Y, and Z to think that things need to begin to revolve around your needs. Just remember, the client doesn't care about your needs. As a matter of fact, when the project is all said and done, very few if people, if anyone, will actually know that it was you that recorded it. The client may not even remember. So there is no need to be a prima donna. Understand that what the client wants and what they need is supreme. So make it about them, not about you. Also, if you're chosen for a project, or let me flip that. If you are not chosen for a project, you've auditioned, you're not chosen, it doesn't mean you're bad. It doesn't necessarily mean you're bad. What it certainly means is that you were not right for that role or that project for whatever reason. And in this game, voiceovers, we audition way more than we ever get hired. And so the idea of rejection, even though it's not directed to us, the idea that we didn't get selected, we didn't get picked, can begin to weigh heavily on us if we make it all about us. But remember, it's simply about the fact that ultimately you did not fit that role. Do you need to improve your skill set? Perhaps, but it may have nothing to do with that at all. So just keep that in mind. It's about finding the right person for the job, of which none of us are right for every job, not even close. And then ultimately, I have to mention your value and worth as a voiceover talent, or your rate that you hope to get for a particular job or a project. Ultimately, it's not about what you want or even what you think you deserve. It's about what the client is willing to pay you and what they feel and believe the value is. And that can be based on a number of things, including your ability and talent, but not completely. It could be on their perceived value of who you are based on maybe projects that you've done, or even maybe just the way you present yourself. Or it could be simply the value of that project to them, regardless of who voices it. So ultimately, don't make it about you. Well, I deserve this. Well, and if you do, that's fine. I mean, you can pass on a job. There's certainly nothing wrong with that. I certainly pass on my fair number of jobs as well. But remember, it's not ultimately in the end in that final analysis about what you want or what you think you deserve. It's what the client is willing to pay you. And I think the sooner as voice talent we come to grips with that concept, we begin to think like the client. We understand like the client. Again, that's what marketing is all about, because it's all about the client. It's catering and positioning to their demands, to their wishes, and to their perceptions as well. I want you to be successful as a voice talent. And again, I hope that this week you'll focus on the idea of not making it all about you. Make it about your client. I wish you great success, and I'll talk to you real soon.